It's not enough because of inflation. The price of food is high as a giraffe's, well, you know what I mean. But now they expect you and I to tip self-service checkout machines. Where does it stop? Some airports, bakeries, coffee shops, and even now some stadiums have introduced a self-service tipping option. It's so you and I can leave tips on average 20% despite not seeing a damn person who is actually helping us. They have gone too far. Who does this tip even go to? If there isn't a human serving us, that's the questions you should be asking.
Well, you know, in this time period where the physical worker is being replaced by machine, if you've gone to a supermarket, bakery, coffee shop, even the local bar, restaurant, sometimes you don't have interaction with someone, like other than the server itself, or no person at all in the case of supermarkets. And the thing about it is now, and here's the shocker, the one that this is going to be, what kind of insane hell brought this forward? But the thing is that now at checkout, you'll be surprised at the end and get someone asking for a tip. That's right, the machines are now asking for tips. But before we get into this insane article, which is true, I just want to thank those who have shared this video, liked, hit that notification bell, and hopefully today is the day I've earned your subscription. Now, note, we have been a little light this week. One thing we've done is we've moved Fast Five to Monday afternoons now. We seem to get a better feel for it there. This week, like I said, it's going to be light. I hope you've enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend on there. We've taken a little time off. We'll be right back next week. This time next week, we'll be back to full schedule again. We do appreciate it. That's why we put these sort of longer length videos in this time period for you to be entertained and informed at this time period. And this is one thing that's informed and entertained at the same time. So once again, thank you very much for clicking on this video. So from Fox Business, self-checkout machines now ask for tips in the latest squeeze on customers.
I ask, have you lost your rabbit-ass minds?
Customers already contending with a squeeze on their bank accounts due to inflation are now facing more pressure as businesses introduce a new tipping feature at self-checkout machines. Companies including airports, bakeries, coffee shops, and sports stadiums have now introduced the self-serve tipping option, where customers can leave tips, including a typical 20%, despite facing minimal or to no interaction with any employee, according to the recent report by the Wall Street Journal. Customers report feeling obligated to leave a tip as they question where and to whom the extra money is actually going to. And I got to ask that, where is the money going to? Now, I can understand it like in a bar situation, that's all thrown jointly and separate to the nature. But in a supermarket sense, where would that be going to? But the businesses are increasingly embracing the option to boost pay for workers outside the salaries, according to the Wall Street Journal. Really? Can we believe that?
Have you lost your rabbit-ass minds?
William Michael Lynn, a consumer behavior and tip culture professor at Cornell's University Nolan School of Hotel Administration, told the newspaper that the business are taking advantage of an opportunity and who want to get extra money at very little cost if you could. At the start of 2023, consumers were already feeling the frustration as the unexpected companies were not only requesting tips, but some businesses were asking up to 30%, according to the Associated Press. Customers, including including a Wall Street day trader and college students, shared their experiences with leaving tips at fast food restaurants with drive-through service and brand name coffee shops like Starbucks, with Fox Business News in January. I feel that there's an automatic question to ask for tipping. There should be a fine print stating where these tips go, day trader Sean McDonald told Fox. It doesn't have to be huge, but it should be in writing on the screen saying that these tips help our employees, or these tips go out to all employees, which includes management. It should be specified, and that is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, here, this is what we got going on. You know, the greed, when you talk about the greed in business, do you think that this is going to increase employee salaries, or is it going into the corporate pocket of the company? Think about that for a minute, and do please comment below and let me know, because I'll tell you this situation. Back in my day when I did bartending and stuff like that, we would get tip, put them in the jar, we split them up, and that's what we did. And that was for the work that we did. Now you have a situation, and let's take it from the supermarket point of view. You're going in, you're scanning it yourself, you're bagging it, you're swiping it, and you're walking out the door. Let's retake that back, okay? As far as an Amazon supermarket or Amazon to go, you scan your card going into the Amazon Go, pick out what you want, put it in the bag, walk out, and then on the Amazon thing is going to ask for a tip. Who helped you in there? Where is that money going to? Most likely it would get back into operations, but I believe it will go into the pockets of corporate elites or management, or even management. There has to be something put in place as far as the sort of not an intervention from the FTC, but a acknowledgement that basically companies will be watched where they're putting this money. If they're mentioning there that it's going to employees, it must say on a separate line, not in the way it says payment and tips, that these tips were accrued from the automated systems. There must be a separate line for that. Now, understand, yeah, it is taxable. If you're giving it to a employee, of course it's taxable. Now, for the corporate end, is it taxable on that end? Are they supposed to be able to show that? I don't know. That's left for the IRS to handle at this point. But it is insane that you get something to this nature, that corporate America is going to throw this at the consumer, especially now when it's hard to get groceries. It's hard to go out to dinner. Prices are high. Eggs are finally getting down in price. If not in your area, I know I'm in New York. I finally bought 18 eggs for less than $4 for a container of eggs, and 12-pack. And this is the brand. This is the house brand. The supermarket brand's name. I think a 12-pack is now like $2.90. It's like almost $3 on there. That's the first in a long time. And considering that the store brand were one of the highest. I mean, we had like brands like Eggland, Best, and then there was another company that basically was it Land O'Lakes and stuff like that. Those were about in the $7 range. But when you looked at the store brand, the store brand was the one that was in $11 for a pack of 18. Now you got it down to like about $3, on the average $3 for a pack of 18, which is that's much better than it was before. And the thing about it is, like I said, we're struggling with what we're putting in our pockets. You're seeing more and more people on SNAP recently than ever before because people can't afford it. And now that, the government might, just recently on here, if they don't fix what it is, if it hasn't been fixed by the time we air this recording, SNAP benefits might be cut down a little bit because not enough money getting funneled into them. That's another issue. And that's coming from the federal government end of the whole situation. Like I said, for them to sit there and to add tipping for the machine is just totally insane and should not be allowed. I honestly shouldn't be allowed. Unless you could sit there and put something on there that says, yes, employees are going to get this. Because that's, you're tipping, if you're using it to tip employees for the job that they've done, it's the ones that are in that store, that restaurant, that coffee shop. They should benefit. So once again, comment in the line below. Tell me, what is your thoughts of this nature? How insane that this is. Also, remember to share this video because it's important to get it out there. Share it to your friends, your neighbors, your enemies. Also, hit that like, notification bell, and hey, listen, I hope today's the day I've earned your subscription here on Madman with the Show and CudaCast TV. So once again, thank you for clicking on this video. We will see you again next week. We'll have a full menu of videos, including the new home for the Fast Five. That'll be on Monday at 12 noon. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.